Welcome to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're stepping into the ring with a powerful concept: punching above your weight. Punching above your weight is a metaphor borrowed from boxing, where it describes a fighter competing against a heavier, presumably stronger opponent. In broader contexts, it refers to performing better than expected, given one's perceived capabilities or resources. It's like being the underdog who not only survives, but thrives against the odds. This mental model encourages us to challenge our perceived limitations and strive for goals that might seem out of reach. It's about punching up, reaching higher, and refusing to be constrained by conventional expectations. Think of it as wearing rocket boots in a high jump competition. You're aiming to soar past the usual boundaries. Let's consider an example. Imagine a small startup competing against industry giants. Despite limited resources, they leverage innovative thinking and agility to carve out a significant market share. They're not just surviving, they're thriving in a David versus Goliath scenario. It's like watching a welterweight boxer dance around a heavyweight, landing precise jabs that add up to a surprising victory. In the business world, punching above your weight is often seen in disruptive innovations. Small companies with big ideas can reshape entire industries. It's like watching a small pebble start an avalanche. The initial impact might seem minor, but the resulting change can be monumental. Historically, we've seen numerous examples of individuals and organizations punching above their weight. Think of the Wright brothers outpacing government-funded efforts to achieve powered flight, or how a small team at Bletchley Park cracked the Enigma code during World War II. It's like watching evolution in fast forward. Small, adaptable entities often outperform larger, more established ones in changing environments. Interestingly, the punching above your weight model isn't just about raw effort, it's about smart strategy. It often involves identifying unique strengths, exploiting competitors' weaknesses, or redefining the rules of engagement. It's like a chess player finding a brilliant move that turns a seemingly lost position into a win. So how can we apply the punching above your weight model in our daily lives? Firstly, it encourages us to set ambitious goals. By aiming higher than what seems immediately achievable, we push ourselves to grow and innovate. It's like setting your alarm clock a little earlier each day. Over time, you expand your capabilities. Secondly, this model reminds us to leverage our unique strengths. Success isn't always about having the most resources, but about using what you have most effectively. It's like being the only person with a flashlight in a dark room. Your small light becomes incredibly valuable. Lastly, punching above your weight inspires us to be creative in overcoming challenges. When facing bigger competitors or tougher problems, conventional approaches might not be enough. This model encourages us to think outside the box and find innovative solutions. It's like being in an escape room. The way out often requires looking at the problem from a completely new angle. In conclusion, punching above your weight is a powerful mental model that encourages us to exceed expectations and challenge perceived limitations. It reminds us that with the right strategy, mindset, and effort, we can achieve far more than conventional wisdom might suggest. By embracing this model, we can turn underdog stories into success stories. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. I hope this exploration of punching above your weight hasn't left you feeling like you need to start an intense boxing regimen. Remember, the real fight is often with our own self-imposed limitations. Until next time, may your ambitions be high and your impact even higher. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by the Podcast Host and Alitu, the podcast maker. Find your own free podcast music over at thepodcasthost.com/free music.